Hi folks, I'm Brenda Wolodko. I currently teach at university, but I taught for about 13 or 14 years from K to 6, K to year 6. And I want to talk today about engagement online and how do we engage students. And I guess one of the things that I've learned throughout all of my teaching is the importance of relationships and connections. And what I find is within online learning, if I set up an environment in which students feel like I care about them and feel like I know something about them, then they're far more likely to engage. So at the beginning of the term, I always make sure I have a welcome video, and in the welcome video, I try to help them understand a little bit about who I am, and not just about here are the facts, but a little bit about who I am too. And what the students have said is that when they can see my face and hear me, then they feel like they can connect to me. And I think that that's was probably the big reason why I decided I would do short little video clips. And then I do the same thing as all throughout the term. I often have students involved in activities where they need to do an activity and then discuss with each other online. And so what I'll often do is instead of doing longer lectures, I'll do shorter little clips, and I usually try to make them between 2 and 3 minutes normally, but never any more than 5 minutes. And in that, I'll introduce a concept or an idea, or sometimes I'll even just tell a story to introduce the idea that connects to their readings and then to the activity that they do. And what I found is that the students will engage in these activities. It's often a challenge to get students to engage actively online, and this is one of the ways I get them to connect to me. One of the ways I get them to connect to one another, because I may have students from all over the place, is I have them at the very beginning. I introduce themselves, and in the little line where they can say who they are, and instead of for the topic, I have them say, hi, this is Brenda from Armadale, for example. And then I say, look at the people that are from your area, get to know them, and maybe you can get together and actually meet face to face. And that seems to help a lot for the students that are interested in doing that. So thank you very much. I hope this helps you think about relationships and connections online.